Hey everyone, how's it going? Oh, where's my microphone? Hang on, give me a sec. Once again, I've got to set up the microphone. That helps. There we go. Alrighty. Hello, Ducky. Hello, Parworld. Hello, Insect. How are we all today? How's it going? There we go. Phantom Hourglass. I have no idea. That's a good dance. Sounds like Link's Awakening. Loving this music. The violin version is amazing. It is. Insect Tech, you have won yourself a free channel. There we go. Alright, now the audio should be a little bit better. No, why did you stop the song? I know, right? It's a good cover. So that was Link's Awakening HD. Thank you so much. Congratulations. The Crane Game music faded away. Yeah, I let it go wild and I kind of forgot. Oops. There we go. How are we all today? I never did this. Dear God, if this has like fire arrows or something in it, I'm gonna be mad. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I probably did do it, but it's nice to know I've got an infinite amount of bomb chews now. That's sick. Hey, thank you for the 5-stream streak, Parwald. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Why did I do that? There we go. Alright, cool. It just came in when that part of the music started and I immediately recognized it. Hell yes! I will say the crane game in Link's Awakening is both infuriating and so much fun at the same time. Alrighty. We're at a bit of a loss at the moment, so that's not the right song. What we're going to do is we're going to clear out as much of Goron City as we can, and then we might just go around to all the shops, make sure we've 100% cleared them all out. We're just going to go around to all the shops, make sure we clear them all out, see what we can do. There we go. Wait, where's the cat? Muffins are somewhere around here. Surely around. You learned a fun Aussie story today. Ooh, do tell. Please do tell. I want to know. This doesn't really do much for us. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh my god. There we go. There was a guy from Japan who walked from East to West Australia. Oh my god. As someone who... Okay, that's a huge amount of distance to cover. Like, frankly, redonkulous amount of distance to cover. Low-key. I could not. The train from Western Australia to Perth or whatever it is takes like 7 days. And that's a friggin' train. So I cannot have... 2.5 years! Holy crap! Spinning link. Catman Ken. I saw a clip of you, your cat taking over the chat. Yes, Muffins does that. She did that, yeah, on stream the other day. I've got a storage container right here in my study that's had a whole bunch of stuff from the wedding. I've now cleared it out, so it's empty, and I'm just waiting. It's just waiting for me to take it back to my parents' place. Because my parents like having a store of these things. So the storage container's just sitting there empty, and Muffins paws on it. She just goes there on them. Sorry for the ASMR just then. And she does that to get my attention. And the moment I move over to see what's wrong, she immediately takes the chair. And she did that on stream the other night. She has never once done that on stream before. He had his stuff in a wheelchair and he just pushed it a long way. The way I would immediately get so sick of that wheelbarrow is, quite frankly, redonkulous. I would immediately get so sick of that wheelbarrow. I'm quite impressed by that. Holy crap! Wow. There's like. I thought you were going to talk about like a piece of Aussie slang or something that you learned, and I was about to get real concerned with what people have been teaching you. Hey, Cold Juice, how's it going? You're back. Welcome back, Cold Juice. How you doing? How's it going? He did it to raise money for children with cancer. Okay, so that's really sweet. That's a good cause. That's a very good cause. There we go. As a little side note, talking about raising money for cancer, a boat can be found inside Games Castle, we already knew that. Talking about raising money for cancer, I'm just here to remind people that SGDQ is coming up not next week, but the week after. SGDQ is Summer Games Done Quick. Okay, it's not raising money for cancer, that's AGDQ, but Summer Games Done Quick is benefiting Medicine Sans Frontières, also known as Doctors Without Borders. And is a speedrunning marathon session. So it'll be happening across the entire week from Monday 6th of June to whatever the Sunday is. My brain's not working. And you can check that out at Games Done Quick. So don't forget to do that. I am volunteering for Games Done Quick again. You won't see me on screen, however. I will be behind the scenes, doing the social media. Sorry. I just want to get rid of my shield. That's not gonna work. That's alright. Yes, I'll be behind the scenes working on the social media, so don't forget to check it out. How cold is the juice? Is it slushy texture or just cool? Like dried ice level but not slushy. That low-key sounds amazing. Just saying. That actually sounds really good. Anyway. Also, thank you so, like, that's a really cool insect tech. Thank you for letting us know. That's really cool. Alrighty. We can check out the 2 gossip stones here and the crate. Perfect. We are just gonna cop the loss. We can actually get to the chest over here as well. So naturally it has nothing. The one time we can get here. There we go. I actually love having the silver gauntlets early. We never have it. Large magic jar. I posted a video of his in the Discord. He goes by Strange Catman. Okay, cool. Zora's Fountain is where the hero. We knew that, but we haven't gotten anything of value there. Alright, cool beans. We can get out of here. It's minus 78.5 degrees Celsius is how cool the juice is. I'm fairly certain that's way past slushy. Minus 78, that's like dry ice level of cold. Sounds great, actually. Yeah, run me over. Alrighty. I am going to let you know first and foremost, right now, that this is not going to be a long stream today. I know I say that a lot of the time, but this is not going to be a long stream today, as today is a rather special day. It is mine and my husband's anniversary. Not our wedding anniversary, that was like, 3 weeks ago. Not even. I'm talking dating anniversary. So we have now been together 4 years. We have known each other for a lot longer than that. But we have now been together for 4 years. Really cool, really exciting. I did do the chests here. Yes, I did. There was one there. So yes, we are very happy with that. So yes, we will be celebrating tonight. So it's only a very short stream, but we're still gonna have some fun. I did all the grass and... No, hang on. I didn't do this. I was an adult when we came through here. I don't think I did this. And then we're gonna check out the shop. So Dippin' Dots. Yeah, I forgot Dippin' Dots is basically just dry ice cream. I've never actually really had Dippin' Dots before, and I would like to try it. I think Dippin' Dots sounds really cool. Dippin' Dots low-key sounds really cool. I don't eat ice cream that often. I eat a lot of ice blocks and dairy-free options like gelato and stuff. I don't eat ice cream very often, so. Overpriced snowman poop? What? Oh my god, okay. 4-year dating anniversary. Happy 4 years. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Congrats. Do you think you'll ever play Twilight Princess? On stream, off stream, I've played it many times. In fact, I'm literally probably, I'm probably gonna restart Twilight Princess again offline in my own time. Cause there's a grass patch there? Oh. I swore we went through all of this. No! No! Oh my god. Did we not go through these grass patches? Did we not go through these grass patches? I've spent the entire last stream looking for fire arrows and they're literally... Oh my god, okay. Alright, we're chill. We're grand. We're great. We've got our fire arrows. Okay. Okay, that unlocks pretty much everything for us. Let's still check all the shops, because that was the... We were at a stopping point where it was obvious that we had missed something, because we were at a point where progression was pretty much halted until we found either a transformation mask or fire arrows. So I knew we had to be missing something. I did not realize it was a stupid grass patch. Okay. Excellent. Grand. So yes, we will be playing Twilight Princess on stream again. We used to play a lot of Twilight Princess randomizers. We haven't done so in a while, and it's because my computer sucks. My computer is in dire need of upgrades, so every time I plug in the USB, or any USB for that measure, anytime I plug in my USB GameCube controller, it actually just completely freaks out my entire computer, and it starts shutting down, and yeah, starts freezing and disconnecting and reconnecting everything rapidly. So it does that with most USBs. The only reason why my Nintendo 64 controller remains immune, it is because it's plugged in. It was plugged in before this issue started happening. I've just straight up never unplugged it. But yes, we will be playing Twilight Princess on stream. I do miss Twilight Princess randomizers. It's been a while. Hey Queen, hello Soup, welcome in. Thank you, hello, how are you? Sorry, I'm catching up on chat. I am getting to fish. Hello, Kazzy. It's been a while. How you going? I promise I'm not ignoring you. There's the pots. Okay. Yeah, great. Thanks. Alrighty, there we go. Did you do it as an adult, not kid? You know what? That might actually be it. So grass patches between adult and kid in the combined randomizer are actually different. So we may have just forgotten to do the grass patches as kid. If so, that's kind of cursed. Hello, Kizzy. Okay, so you weren't supposed to get the fire. So I was supposed to get the fire arrow very quickly. Yes. I did not. Evidently. I did not. Oops. It explains why we've been struggling this entire time. One of my favorite temples in Zelda. Objectively, the Spirit Temple is really good. I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with it. I think it's one of the coolest dungeons, but also I don't enjoy going through it sometimes. We got nothing! Also, Kazzy has redeemed fish, so 5-minute timer, please fish. There we go, Fish. Thank you so much, Kazzy Fish. How you going? How's it going, Fish? Alright, Cold Juice redeemed. Random Zelda fact, Fish. Thank you so much. Hey, thank you for following Jelly Babby, Fish. We rated Jelly Babby last time on stream, Fish. I hope your randomizer went well, Fish. There we go. Poor Flabs. Wait, where's Flabs? Oh, hey, Flabby. I'm so sorry. Hello, Flabby John. How are you? I am so sorry. I did not read the name. Hello, how are you, Fish? How you doing, Fish? Hello, Jelly Babby. I hope your last stream was great, Fish. Everyone follow Jelly Babby. They are learning Ocarina of Time Randomizer, and they're doing really good, Fish. I was lurking after the raid, but I did catch a bit of it, Fish. Alrighty. Also, Fish. Oh, I just learned a Zelda fact before I joined the stream. Ooh, okay, Fish. I'll give you a Zelda fact, you give me a Zelda fact. I like this, Fish. Alrighty. So did you know, here's your random fact. Did you know that the Shadow Temple is canonically used by the royal family to torture people, Fish? Just while we're here, actually. While we're here in the Shadow Temple, we can talk about that, Fish. It was canonically used by the royal family to torture people. And it's hinted that this happened up until fairly late in the game, Fish. Meaning that Zelda's father may have tortured people here, Fish. In addition to that, the Beneath the Well and the Shadow Temple in the 3DS remake were heavily censored, Fish. A lot of the blood stains across all the ground has been removed, Fish, and some of the chains and stuff like that that decorate the cross posts have been removed, Fish. So there you go. There's your random fun fact, Fish. I hope you enjoyed that, Fish. In case you're wondering, I have to say the word fish at the end of every sentence for the next 5 minutes. Alrighty, thank you for the raid last time. I'm glad to. You're very welcome. I'm so sorry I had to read and run. I had to pick up cat food fish. But I'm glad to hear that Ducky enjoyed seeing you stream. Everyone give Jelly Babby a follow. They are fantastic. Alrighty, fish. Again? Wait. What did you say, fish? Again, what fish? Oh my god, am I missing something, fish? I probably am, fish. The rarest Zelda item ever is a one for more. I know exactly where you're going with this, and yes. Oh, what am I doing? Again, cat food. Oh yeah. I'm bloody picking up cat food all the time, fish. You'd think I'd buy the wet and dry food together. I do not, fish. So the other day I had to, I went out to buy wet food and then I had to go out and buy dry food. It's a whole thing, fish. The wet food only comes in a pack of 6, so every 6 days I've got to go get new cat food. And you might be wondering, why don't I buy mass at this all at once? I do when they're on sale, but they're not often on sale, fish. There we go. The rarest Zelda item ever is a 1-for-1 model of the Majora's Mask Fishbone guitar. It was commissioned by Nintendo Power. They're made by Jackson Guitars. There was only 7 ever made. They sell for 20 to 30 grand last time one sold. They look absolutely sick, fish. They look so good. If I was a rich person, which I am most definitely not, but if I were rich, that's where I'd be spending my money, fish. It genuinely looks so freaking cool, fish. The PAL version of Majora's Mask, the PAL Collector's Box of Majora's Mask goes for about 2 grand, which is wild, fish. A lot of Zelda collector's items, especially like from the Nintendo 64 era and stuff like that, wildly expensive now, fish. But those guitars, expensive with good reason, fish. There we go. That cat is a beast, so you need to do your shopping list more often. I mean, the vet did tell me with an absolute certainty that muffins should be on a stricter diet, fish. But yes. There we go. We don't actually need to do that, but that's okay, fish. I'd be scared to play it. Oh, can you imagine, like, picking up, like, this $20,000 or $30,000 guitar and then immediately breaking the strings? Fish? I could not. That would be my worst nightmare, fish. I can't even bloody play the guitar. But I would, you know. Alrighty, let's go, fish. Also, that is a timer up on fish. Thank you so much, Kazzy. I really appreciate it. Stop pumping me. There we go. I don't know why I put on the lens of truth for that. Fish. I don't have to say fish anymore, but... Ooh! Chest of value. Let's go. Give me Zora Mask, fish. How cool would it have been if that was the Zora Mask, though? Be for real. That would have been sick. Fish. Is this just a casual run? So it's just a casual... So this is Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask combined randomizer. Meaning that the games are mushed together, including all of the item pools, meaning that we can find some Ocarina of Time items in Majora's Mask and vice versa. Our goal is to defeat both Ganon and Majora. So all of our pots, crates, grass, barrels, snowballs, icicles, probably something else are all randomized. We have a full dungeon shuffle and a full boss shuffle. So we entered the Shadow Temple through the Deku Tree. Fish. And we need to collect the Spirit Shadow Medallions, as well as the Light Arrows, Magic, and the Master Sword to get to Ganon. And we need to collect the four boss remains and the Oath to Order to get to Majora. Now, with this particular randomizer, because we know where Oath to Order is, and Oath to Order is Song of Time Check, we also need to collect the 3 spiritual medallions, which a little bit cursed, but that's okay, fish. This isn't a race or anything. We are completing this over multiple different sittings. Ooh, that was... Hence why I have an upgraded sword. This is the Gilded Sword, the most upgraded sword that you can get in Majora's Mask. go, fish. Alrighty. But yeah, it's not a serious no race or anything, just casual fun. Fish. How about the guy who was interviewing someone with a super rare Edison phonograph for TV and he accidentally crushed it? Ooh, yikes. There was a movie where they had a prop guitar and a real guitar. They had the prop guitar for a scene where they were supposed to smash the guitar, and it was like a $10,000 guitar or something. And the guy accidentally smashed the real one, not the prop. Which, yikes. I would actually cry if that was me. I think I would cry. Actually, I would definitely cry. Hello, DJ Amplifier. How are you going? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Okay, nothing and nothing. Perfect. I've seen a lot of OOTMM Rando from Phil, but condensed down into an hour. Absolutely. I do love watching those. Love watching Margin Phil's randomizers. I stick them on at work, and then I don't watch them because I'm working, but I stick them on at work and I just listen to it. I remember there being a Lego build that took years and it was displayed in a museum until someone picked it up and... Oh, I remember that! Wasn't it like some random kid? Yeah. I just looked up the guitar, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I would so want that fish. I'm doing well, how are you? I'm doing well, thanks. What's been happening? Hello, there we go. My anxiety could never, literally, yes, same. Alrighty, fish. Alrighty, Flabby John's redeemed the random Zelda fact. I've got another one for you. Twilight Princess remains to this day the only 3D Zelda game in which Octoroks do not appear. They instead have an enemy that in the Goron mines that you were supposed to shield bash. It's your introduction into shield bashing in the game. And they are rumored to be distant relatives of the Octoroks. They were originally supposed to be straight up Octoroks. I don't know why they were changed in development though. Wait, really? Yeah! It's so wild to think about that, right? Yeah, Twilight Princess is the only one that doesn't have Octoroks. There we go. Cool. It feels very weird doing this room vanilla after so many years of just glitching through it. Chest. Nothing. Perfect. Yeah, so Octoroks were supposed to be in Twilight Princess from what I remember, but for one reason or another, they're just straight up not. We also can't jump up here because we don't have, okay, we're a child, we can't get up there, that's fine. I have not been sleeping well, so I have some major booger brain. I'm sorry to hear that. You have booger brain. That's a new sentence I've never heard. So, this may be silly, but where is Octoroks in POT? OOT. Oh, Octoroks are in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. They look quite different to what you might remember from Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, all of that. Octoroks are the one that are in water and spit rocks at you. So you can find them in, Lake Hylia, you can find them in Zora's River, you can find them in the Water Temple. They're there. And in Majora's Mask, you can find them in the Southern Swamp. And also in Great Bay Temple and Road to Wakana. Yeah, purple guys, that's the one, fish. Whee! Not booger brain, right, gotcha. Yeah, the purple literally just the purple dicks. Also, what am I doing here? Okay, cool, there we go. Sorry, I am not paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm too busy reading chat. Alrighty, I can't offer the fire arrows, but I can offer fish. Hello, Snecky. Believe it or not, we found fire arrows like 5 minutes in, which is absolutely wild. In a grass patch, I'm sure we had already checked fish. Alrighty. Give me a sec. 5-minute timer, please, fish.
5 minutes, starting now.
There we go, fish. Random question, but since you know all things Zelda, do you know how old a young and adult Link are, fish? See, this is debated. A lot of people believe 10 and 17 fish, but Miyamoto and Anuja, Miyamoto and Anuja turned around and said that Link is supposed to be 9 and 16 fish. So it's 9 and 16 canonically, according to Miyamoto fish. But a lot of people believe that 10 and 17 is the accepted canon fish. Isn't it 7 and 17? No, 10 and 7. 9 and 16. That was in a... It was in an... Oh, was it an Awada Asks video? Or it was in something. And it wouldn't be a Awada Asks interview if it was fairly recently. Fish. And the annoying room in Jabu where they knock you off the stunnable flesh pillars. Yes, I hate that room, fish. I hate that room, fish. Come on, fish. There we go. Sal's loving the bear hugs today. Literally, fish. Clearly, fish. So more like young and teen Link then. Literally, yeah. Very, very young and then teen Link. Not child and adult. Yeah, he's quite young fish. I don't remember canonically what the oldest Link is. I think it's Twilight Princess Link, canonically. I mean, not including the 100-year nap. Fish. 9 and 16, bloke can't drink when he tries to save the world. Literally, right? Bro's doing nothing, fish. There we go. Yeah, 7 years between child and adult. That's it. 7 years. Although I can see why you think it'd be 10 years, fish. Speaking of can't drink, fish. There we go. Fish. You can't have a noble pursuit in Breath of the Wild. But you can in Tears of the Kingdom, fish. Yeah. Fish. I was so mad when you couldn't have a noble pursuit in Breath of the Wild, fish. So I'm really glad that you could have one in Tears of the Kingdom, fish. I think that's so sick. Whee, fish. There's our skull mask, fish. Look, again, skull mask isn't normally really necessary for us, fish. But they made the point of pointing it out, fish. So we are going to take note of it. I don't think I can get this without long shot, fish. No, I cannot. I guess we're just straight... There are some rooms we're just straight up missing, fish. Imagine being full-grown adult Ganon and only being killed by a 16-year-old fish. I know, right? Actually, that's the... He may be able to reach you if you backflip onto the chest. That's true, actually, fish. Thank you, Jelly. Oop. Let me try that again, fish. There we go. Oh, crap. Thank you. Let's go, fish. Still just barely too short. If it was a way of the hero chest, we'd be solid, fish. Let me go, fish. If we had Bunnyhood, I'm betting we could reach this fish. No, fish. Alright, cool. That's alright. No big. We can come back to Shadow. We do need to complete Shadow Fish, so we can come back here. Let's return to dungeon entrance, fish. Okay. Sorry, girl, I am here just lurking. No, enjoy your lurk, fish. You are all good, I promise you. You do not have to participate. You are all good, fish. No wonder why Link lost his mind in the Lost Woods. No one remembers him. Double the puberty, no drinking license, and no home considering he's in Kakiri. Literally, fish. Literally, right, fish? Speaking of which, that is an enter fish. Thank you again, Snecky, for that. I appreciate it, fish. Bro literally lost everything. Yeah. My god, no drinking license, no home. Yeah, that's true. Because again, he'd age and he couldn't stay with the Kakiri. Alright, where's my notepad with everything in it, fish? Where is my notepad now though? Oh, there it is. Flabby, that makes me ask, in the trial timeline, is Saru still there as... Because she's a stage, she disappears into thin air one day from the perspective of others. I disappeared. There we go. Disappeared, pretty much. The ending hints at that, I think. Yeah, he lost his best friend. Yeah, absolutely. Bro saves the world, and for what? Literally. Alright, let's go... Okay, I know where we're going. Actually, let's turn into an adult first. Doing this as an adult is just straight up going to be easier. Let's go back to Ganon's castle. Ganon's castle is Way of the Hero. It's almost guaranteed that we find something good there. Fingers crossed. Unless the bow was the Way of the Hero item. And in that case, that kind of sucks. But we're going to see if Ganon's castle's got anything for us. Because we can do a hell of a lot more now that we have fire arrows. We can't do everything as we don't have gold gauntlets. But we can do a hell of a lot more. Oh, by the way, my sister had a great 18th yesterday. We're all going out with our fam on Saturday for it as well. Oh, that's so exciting! I'm so glad to hear that your sister had a happy birthday. Congratulations! Congratulations to your sister and to you for having an 18-year-old sister, I guess. Alright, let's go to the dog. Why does Bo suck as Way of the Hero? Number one, we've already got it, so it just knocks a Way of the Hero item off. Number two, because there are 3 bows in the game, I'm fairly certain we already have one of the bow upgrades. Yeah, we already have one of the bow upgrades, which means that it's unfortunately just a dead hint at this point. If the bow was the Way of the Hero item, it's basically a dead hint at this point because we got a bow somewhere else. What's your thought on what happens to Navi at the end of ROT? Why did she leave and where did she go? I have no idea. Well, I mean, in a sense, fairies are designed to partner and look after the Kakiri. He's not Kakiri. He no longer needs guidance. He's becoming an adult. He no longer needs guidance. So in a sense, her job is done and she's no longer needed. Is that a really bleak way of looking at their friendship? Yes. But I feel like it's also... their job is done. Historically in the Zelda universe, we've always had the companions leave Link at the end of the game. That was not the one I wanted. There we go. We've always had the partner companions leave at the end of the game. Spoilers for literally every Zelda game here. Enzoi leaves at the end of Minish Cap. Midna leaves at the end of Twilight Princess. The King of Red Lions leaves at the end of Wind Waker. We've had Tattle and Tail. Well, actually, technically Link leaves Tattle and Tail at the end of Majora's Mask. Celia leaves in Phantom Hourglass, along with Linebeck and Oshus. Bro literally loses everyone, but he gains Tetra, so that's fine. It is almost the trope at this point. The job is done. The partner can move on. They're no longer tethered together. As well as that, in a sense, Link has his own life to live. He's not a Kakiri. He's got his own life to live. He's not a Kakiri. He needs to move forward and live his life, and he can't do that if he's staying in the same spot with the same companions every time, I guess. Again, depressing? Maybe. Well, yes, actually, just straight up yes. But also kind of realistic. There we go, fish. And where did she go? Probably back to the Kikiri forest. She's old enough to hit the bus and has a hangover that lasts for years. Oh my god, iconic. We love her. We love her for that. Icon. Whee! Alright. There we go. It's always been sad to me because the way she looks, she doesn't say anything. She just hightails it out there. Yeah. No hey, listen on the way out is cold, bruv. It's just straight up cold. Crap. I missed that one. That's alright. We can just void out. There we go. Classic, my internet would die as soon as I sent the fish. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Snacky. You missed the fish. Oh, bro. Oh, that's alright. I don't do the trials very often, if I'm being honest. So I've kind of forgotten about a lot. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Alright, there we go. Alright, we've got another fish coming up. 5-minute timer, please, fish. You can really tell that Twilight Princess was made in 2006. Look how Link turns into a wolf. It is giving Twilight, in a sense, fish. I can see that, fish. He's got his own life to live, maybe, but Navi essentially kills him because he stays in the Lost Woods and becomes a stout. Yeah, that's true. In a very bleak way, yeah, you've got a point there, fish. Yeah, you're not wrong. Do fairies die after they complete their mission? I hope not. Fish. I hope not. That'd be kind of bleak, fish. For Snacky. Soup's got you covered. Soup's got you covered, Snacky fish. Alright, let's play this a little bit smarter, fish. I love this little community. So do I. We've got the best little community, fish. Out of all the theories and ideas, I kind of like Flabby John's theory that she's old enough to hit the bars and is just nursing a major fishing hangover, fish. Alright, once more with feeling, fish. My first impression of Sal is that she really likes fish. You're not wrong, fish. The only reason why it's not on is because I forgot to turn it on, fish. But we normally have full fish rando as well. So you can have all the fish in the fishing hole be randomized, which low-key iconic, TBH, fish. But everyone gets so hyped for Far-fished. Everyone gets so hyped for fish that we get mad fished. Fish. Alright. There we fish and go. Let's fish and go. There we go. Are you fishing kidding me? There we go. Fish. Alrighty. I don't remember how fish started. Was it when the fish cost more than the Triforce? I think it was fish. We had a Triforce quest, fish, where a piece of the Triforce was less expensive than a fish. The fish literally cost more and was worth more in the land of Hyrule than the actual, you know, Triforce. Fish. Oh my god, fish. Okay, we've got a pot of value here. Ooh! Fish! I'll take hammer any day of the week, fish. I'm gonna note down that we got the hammer. Let's note down all of the way of the hero items, fish. Where's Penfish. That's eyeliner. Every time I do this song and dance about finding a penfish, and you would think I would actually remember to keep a pen nearby fish because of this. I do not fish. There it is. Alright, don't forget Worm Squad. That's also true, fish. Worm Squad. Alright, hammer. Fish. Perfect fish. There we go. I think so, and something to do with placehold saying fish. I miss placehold fish. I hope they're doing well. I hope placehold's doing well, fish. Alrighty. Hammer. Yeah, I love a good hammer, fish. Let's return to dungeon entrance so I don't have to die 15 million times again, fish. We had a fishy stream once. We did. I had to fight Darklink last night in my race and I just cheesed it with hammer. Yes, fish. I do love the good hammer, fish. Crowdfund a pen for Salbow, fish. You're not wrong. Oh my god, fish. Yeah, I do love hammer. Hammer and Majora's Mask? Also goated, fish. Why did I do that? Who was Placehold, fish? Placehold was, was one of the viewers, one of our viewers. They still occasionally pop in, fish, but, they still pop in every so often, fish, but I think they mentioned that they're just getting busier and busier, sadly, which, you know what, it happens to all of us, fish. Still, I hope they're doing well, fish. Oh yeah, Placehold loved fish. Yeah, Placehold loved fish. Fish. Fire, we can't do anything yet, fish. There is our 5 at a time roll, fish. Thank you so much for that soup, fish. We can do shadow. There we go. There we go, fish. Alright, let's go. I remember one time we got to this platform to do this exact trial, and we ran out of magic. Oddly topical, losing our last magic jar there. Checks out, fish. Fish. We were never going to make that with long shot anyway. I had to run for it. But both the chests there are not functional, so we're going to come back to this later. Actually, no. Well, I've got a green potion, fish. We need to use that green potion up. Let's fish and go. Also, I completely fishing forgot. Let's get some heads or tails happening here. First gamer of the night, heads or tails. It's not often that we completely forget to do a gamble. Ooh. There we go, fish. All right. I can make this with... There we go. I was going to say, I know I can make this with hover boots. It's just sometimes you can miss fish. Miss fish. Oh, crap. Hang on. Again, it's been a while since I've done the trial, so I kind of forget how most of them run at this point. Ooh, there we go, fish. I have to get ready for my race night, but I hope your stream goes well. I'll pop in if you're still live when it's over. Thank you so much, Jelly Babby. I hope you have a good race. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. I will probably not be streaming by the time you're done. This is going to be a nice short stream for us tonight, but I hope you have fun. Alright, there we go. Nothing. Ooh. Oh, okay. That's fine. I'm bleeding. That's alright. Return to dungeon entrance. Alrighty. I see Snecky is spamming the tails button. I'd love to see that. Alrighty. So Ocean Spider House, DC, well, Swamp, well, Castle, Shrine, Spirit, Fire. We haven't checked water yet because we don't have iron boots. Sorry, I'm just trying to think about where we go now. Okay, let's go Twin Islands. Insect gonna win big if we're wrong. Oh, what's happening? I need to check it out. Do not forget that you have about 2 minutes to get in your heads or tails Gamba predictions. Whatever the words are. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, can my stream on my phone work, please? You put in 607, iconic. I love that for you. There we go. Holy crap, Insect is gonna win big. Alrighty, let's... I put in 607 because 67. There you go, I did it for you. Sorry, I'm about to turn 20, but still making 6-7 jokes. That's so embarrassing and childish. I love it. Maturity is overrated. Let's be real. Alright, let's go. I want to go Twin Islands. I'm sure we can get closer, actually. Hang on. Oh, Octoroks. I'm so hungry, I could eat an Octorok. Actually, hang on, let's... Your hair looks lovely tonight, by the way. Thank you so much. This is my... I got caught out in the rain, and now my fringe won't behave hair. My workday was a little chaotic, to say the least. So I was running around like a mad chook in the rain. That's also not where I wanted to go. What's forest? I don't remember what forest is, but that's okay. Okay, but thank you so much. This whole thing. There we go. I'm going out for dinner with my, I was about to say fiance again, with my husband tomorrow night for our anniversary. And I'm going to, attempt to do something nice with my hair. Unfortunately, sometimes my hair just straight up doesn't behave, but I'm hoping tomorrow it's going to be kind to me. There we go. Thank you. My work is forcing me to not forcing me, but strongly suggesting to me that I should take my time in lieu. So I've done a lot of overtime the past 2 weeks. So they're kindly suggesting to me that I use some of my time in lieu to take half of tomorrow off. Which, oops, is a good thing, I guess. Taking a half day is never a bad thing. But I prefer to do my half days when I'm in the office so I can not travel home in peak hour. If I'm working from home, then the novelty of leaving work early just doesn't feel as exciting, if I'm being honest. But a half day is a half day, so I'm not complaining. But I'm going to be using that time to pimp? No, Jesus. No, I'm not pimping myself out. Oh my god. To primp and preen myself. Using the time to pimp myself out. Oh my god. What is wrong with my brain? Jeez. There we go. Alright. Please do not demonetize me for that. Tomorrow's 26/06/26. It is indeed. It is indeed 26 of the 6/26. I think we need to clip that. You know the worst part? I was just sitting there thinking, oh god, that's going to be such a clippable moment for everyone. Is anyone going to clip that? Oh, I fear I may never live this down. Oh, that's a new one. That is definitely a thing that has happened. Oh, clip wire. You know what, Soup? I got you. Sorry, I was on Instagram. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Oh. Jeez Louise. Alright. Oh dear. Alright. Let's see. We can finally melt the furnace here, which will probably net us nothing. But it's checks to be knocked off the list. We can also finally get rid of the gold dust. I accidentally hinted, I meant to say I was going to primp and preen myself. I forgot the R, so I told people I was going to pimp myself. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. For point of clarification, we'll not be doing that. It's not the worst verbal mix-up I've had. When I was working at a barista place, I accidentally told like my 60-something-year-old boss that I was meant to tell him I was going to restock the cake fridge. I got my vowels confused, and I told him I was going to restock the cock fridge, and we just stared at each other. He didn't know how to process that, so we just stared at each other, and then I walked off. And then he went, cock fridge? Whoopsies! It happens. Alright, what do we get? We get nothing. Also, look at that sword. Damn. Damn. These guys are called, what am I supposed to say? Gabora? That's not right. These guys do have names. They're not just the Mountain Smithies, and their names are actually written on Ganondorf's sword in Twilight Princess. I don't know why the names are blanking on me right now. Maybe don't do that, Darla. Who's Darla? Am I like a 200-year-old vampire from Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Ooh. Please ignore whatever that was. Let's go get our damn son from here. They have a name, they have a life. What on earth? Sounds good. No, it's being clipped. There it is. We knew the clip was happening. Oh. Alright, let's plunder Tingle. He's got nothing. Excellent. Thanks for the plunder, Tingle. Tingle, Tingle, Kula Limpa! There we go. We need Bidamani for this. Bro, come back. Yeah, I'm Damani, whatever. Ooh, minuet. That's... I was hoping for something a little more impressive, but okay, cool. We'll take that. There we go. We will take it. We will never complain about these things. Sally's getting Tingled involved in a little side business. Absolutely. Get plundered, bro. I regret saying that. Nothing. The amount of times I forget to check this grotto because I forget that there's a chest in here. The one time there's going to be something here and I'm just going to forget to check it straight up. I know it. I feel it. Get plundered. Don't say that. Oh my god. Oh, okay. There we go. Let's go check out, again, without Gore and Lullaby intro, we can't really do the other song check. This isn't as fruitful as I was hoping. Twin Islands is supposedly on the way of the hero, but now I've got to assume that it's melted Twin Islands. Check out our plundersome little boy. Oh my god. Plundersome little boy. Oh boy. Get plundered, bitch. Oh my god, what is happening? Ooh, beans. Yeah, we can get some beans. Again, are they helpful? Probably not. That's fine. There we go. Sorry, bad language. I think we're beyond that point. I talked about pimping myself out. I think we're beyond that point. Alright. Let's go get annoyed by the baby. Woohoo! Again, because we don't have Goron Lullaby, there's not too terribly much we can do. I'm just going to double check the pots up here. Because I know for a fact I hit all these pots, but at the same time, I thought I checked all the grass in the Kiri Forest. See what I mean about the pots? Yeah. That also wasn't the correct... No. I knew that wasn't gonna work, but... There is a way that you can actually get... Okay, so there's the rock tenderloin is always in this, little carrier here before the chandelier starts spinning. If you bomb hover it into it, you can actually shatter the thing and get the rock sirloin early. But it's a big hover, and I cannot be arsed doing it. There is exactly one crate that we can check down here with fire arrows. Oh, OMG, on the way home today I had a terrible nosebleed, and I didn't have any tissues or anything, so I just had to leave till I got home. You had a nosebleed like a few weeks ago as well. Wild. Oh my god, are you okay? Bro, if your hubby can hear you, he's probably hella concerned about this pimp talk. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Crying Goron needs to be plundered in and out. Oh my god, jeez. Now hubby is in on it, his name is Slickback. Oh my god. Alright. We actually don't need to do this to get the powder keg. But I'm going to try and do this. Although, yeah, we're going to try and get this done properly. Not because I necessarily need the powder keg. This does not actually net us the powder keg or the powder keg license. It nets us green rupee. But I do want access to the Goron racetrack, because that's counted as part of Twin Islands. There we go. So we're going to try and take this up. Normally we can hookshot in if we have hookshot anywhere on, or normally we have found the powder keg by this point, but neither's happening. So we're just gonna carry on. There we go. Soup is nasty. Slim Shady. Oh yes, my husband is the real Slim Shady. He has stood up. There we go. I do not get the Slickback reference, but also I kind of like it anyway. I do not get the reference, and I am okay. I still like it. Come on, bro. Stop fart-assing around. There we go. There we go, bro. Excellent. Now, powder keg can sometimes take a while. Oh, of course, I do know that show. I just haven't watched it all the way through. Arrow can completely shatter the powder keg and burst it early if you ever need it. Now, there's a lot of pots here, which is why I was so keen to get this done. Flabby, what did I do? I'm just a girl. I have heard of the Boondocks. I've seen, like, clips of it, but I haven't watched it all the way through. I've heard it's really good, though. Iron boots! Yes! Hell yes! That's what we were waiting for. We can now get into Pirate's Fortress. We can now get into Water Temple. Fart-assing. Wait, you guys don't have the saying fart-assing around? That's not a thing outside of Australia? Oh my god, okay. In Australia, fart-assing around is like a very common saying. I don't know why, but it is. Like, I don't know what it means, but it's very common. Particularly with, like, divorced dads. Divorced dads, pretty much. Or, like, regular, non-divorced, not regular, but, like, also married dads. But, like, it's like, you know, you listen to Cold Chisel and you fart ass around. That, yeah. It's very, yeah. There's a character whose name is a pimp named Slipback, and he's a pimp. I like that. I like that. There we go. Nothing. Give me any kind of magic, please. Nope. Alright, cool. We're just taking this slow. Never heard of that phrase here before. Wow, okay. That's interesting. Like, I know there's a lot of, like, Australian sayings that are really weird, but I didn't realize fart-assing is, like, unheard of. Ooh, some mushrooms. Excellent. That's a majority of Australian drivers. Literally. I got cut off and almost rear-ended at the same time today. On a motorway too. Like, on a motorway. Some guy cut me off and I had to slam on the brakes, which almost caused me to get rear-ended because the guy behind me was not paying attention. Sally's divorced dad confirmed. Literally. Give me them divorced dad vibes. Okay, there's like this bot. And I do not support AI. I do not like AI. But this one's kind of funny. And it predates like ChatGPT and generative AI. Generative AI. It is a bot that judges your Spotify music or your Apple Music. And it frequently tells me that my music is divorced dad level bad. Which, you know what, that's fair. Alright. There we go. My car got in an accident yesterday. Oh my god, okay. Wait, hang on, so you didn't get into an accident, your car got into an accident. Car shop backed my car into a truck. That would do it. That would do it. Yikes. Put a big ding in my dump. Jesus Christ. Bumper. I need to stop talking. That's a yikes. That is a big yikes. I'm so sorry to hear that. At least it's in the shop already. I hope they're covering for it and not charging you for that. You would very much hope that they're not charging you for that. If they start charging you for that, I'd be arguing that. Hey, right where I wanted to go. Let's go. What is your mind today, Sal? Pimps and dumps. I know. My mind's just trying to get me in trouble today, I swear. It's not me. It's my brain. It's not me, officer. Oh my god. Trucks and pimps and dumps. Name a more iconic duo. Alright, give me iron boots. There we go. Alrighty, let's go over here. Alrighty, let's call heads or tails before I forget, because I will forget. Heads or tails, please. There we go. Bro. I can tell something. Hang on, my phone is not cooperating with heads or tails. Give me a sec. There we go. Heads or tails, please. Alrighty. Stone tower. Okay. And the answer is heads. Interesting. Congrats to Donks and 3 others. Well done. Congrats indeed. Let me know how you went with that. The shop offered to either try and repair the damage or take it off my bill. I just had them take it off my bill, so I got my brake job done for free in the end. Hey, that's not bad. Still, they should have I don't know, done it for free and taken it off the bill. But you know what? You take what you get, I guess. That's cool. I'm glad that they at least, you know, owned up and gave you something for it. That's a grass of value. And there's the boss key straight off the bat. Nice. So once we get to inverted, we can pretty much just head straight to the boss here. We may need to clear this out, but we can still just go straight to the boss. 1.2k, 1 from 500 in. Nice! Well done. Well done. Pop off. Alright, let's water temple. Let's go water temple. Do I remember which one takes us to Lake Hylia? God no. Of course not. Why would I remember that? Alright, we are popping off today. We are getting good stuff. Okay. We are going to figure out which one we're going to. One of these takes us to Lake Hylia. I know that. I just don't remember which one. I am really hoping that Water Temple is going to give us... That's not what I was looking for either. I'm really hoping Water Temple is going to give us Clock Tower Roof. That's the one I'm trying to say. You know what? We can just go to Lake Hylia from here. It's no big deal. Alrighty. Oh, we can also do Beneath the Well as a Child now with the Iron Boots. That's good. That's good. The reason why we're so adamant on looking for Clock Tower Roof is because that's going to give us a song check. It's going to give us Ocarina check, 4 pots, and song check, and I want the songs. We desperately want the songs. Because at the moment, we've done Zelda's Lullaby check is an automatic for us. We've done Epona song check. We've done Saria song check. We've done Sun song check. Song of Time check is Oath to Order. We know that. We've done Song of Storms check. Minuet we've done. Bolero we've done. Serenade we've done. Nocturne we know is nothing. Nocturne is nothing. We've done Requiem, and we cannot do Prelude until we do the Forest Temple. On Majora's Mask side, Song of Time check we have yet to do because that's Clock Tower Roof. Song of Healing is automatic for us. Epona's song check, we've... Actually, have we done Epona's song check? We could do that, actually. We could do that. Song of Sorry check we've done. Song of Storms check we can't do without Captain's Hat. Also, free redeem Link dies. Hell yeah. Alright, let's go. Is this the most efficient way to do it? Hell no. But we're doing it. I'm so glad you're using your free redeem. I think Ducky had one from like 2 weeks ago that I kind of forgot to tell her to use, so whoopsies. Let's go! We are getting there. Gonna make you run across this field again? Oh god, I didn't even think of that. That's alright. That's alright. And waste all your bombs at the same time. Literally, like, we are out of bombs. We're about to be out of bombs in a big way. And I'm okay with that. All for a good cause. All for a good cause. I tried to time it just as you'd get to the gate, you'd see it. Literally, right? You did well. You did well. Good thing we've got... Since when do we have the boomerang? You remember last stream where I made that whole annoyance because we couldn't do Baronade? Because we didn't have the boomerang? That's annoying. That's really annoying. Okay. We can do Baronade. We can go see if Baronade nets a spirit medallion, I think. No, that's not right. I forgot what Forest Temple has, so we can check that once we check what Water Temple is. We'll check what Forest Temple gives us and if we should go do Baronade. If not, we can go clear Jabu Jabu to see if boss remains or anything's there. Alright. We are almost there. We are killing Link. We are almost there. The double defense actually is a huge detriment in times like this. I know a lot of randomizer players, especially ones like ZFG, don't like collecting double defense because they use wrong warping and they use game over abuse and stuff like that for different things, or damage boosting for different things. So double defense can actually be a detriment. It's also double defense in speedruns also sucks, especially 100%. I don't know the current 100% routing, but I remember back when I was watching a lot of 100% runs, it would be like the last thing they got. I actually like double defense, especially when we get it nice and early on, because while we are, especially for like full enemy randos or randomizers where we start with only one heart, it is nice to have that buffer. I remember one time we were doing a ship of Harkinian randomizer. We had exactly one heart, and the only, we started in Desert Colossus. So we had to do reverse desert to get anywhere. And we kept dying because the stupid levers. Or because I would accidentally walk a little too far doing reverse desert because we were still learning it. And that's what killed us. It was so bad. There we go! Oh, we have a fairy. That counts. It counts. Oh, thank you so much, Insect Tech. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Thank you. We used 22 bombs and... we used 30 bombs and 22 bomb juice for that. That's kind of impressive. Shall I order another if you so wish? I might need to get some more bombs and bomb juice first. Or find an enemy, I guess. Alright, let's see what Water Temple nets us. We have found Water Temple, so we know it's not, at least not Water Temple. In fact, the only reason why we didn't clear Water Temple before was because we need long shots just easier, and also we didn't have iron boots, I guess. That's also the bigger reason. Alright. Did we check what Ice Cav was last time? Yeah, Ice Cav is Jabu. Okay, cool. Alrighty, let's go in. That's not it. There we go. Again, a controller with a D-pad, like with a working D-pad. Goals right there. I'm gonna get a Nintendo 6040 USB converter so we can do it properly. Secret Shrine. I mean, not what we were hoping for, but we can take it. Yeet. You know what? Yeah, we can clear secret. Ooh, grass. We can clear Secret Shrine. Powder keg. I mean, sure, better late than never. Alright, mark off powder keg. I never marked off Deku sticks, apparently. That's awkward. Alright, let's go. magic anytime now, please. I need to head to sleep now. No worries at all. Alright, you know what? We're just going to save Secret Shrine for later. Let's just go back. I need to head to sleep for now. Enjoy your sleep. I hope you have a good sleep. Enjoy yourself. Thank you so much for joining tonight. And thank you for killing Link. That was good fun. I hope you have a good night, Insect. Alright, let's... Where did Minuet take us? Minuet took us to Clocktown, didn't it? Yes. Clocktown's a good, Minuet's a good one for Clocktown. Clocktown, we can immediately go see where all the boss remains are, and then we can immediately duck straight into Castletown, which is nice and easy for us. Granted, it's a dilapidated Castletown, but still. Okay, so we do need to do Forest, so we can go do Baronade. Forest. Shadow. We knew that. I knew we had to do Shadow. Shadow. One's Sacred Realm and the other one's Deku Tree, I want to say. Which we still haven't found either. And Deku. Okay, cool. Perfect! We're going to change into a child while we're here as well. Should we could in theory go do... Oh no, we can't really do Adult Shadow yet either. I have this Mandela effect where I remember Lake Hylia returning to normal and Dora's domain. Sorry, that's just a little bit funny. Can you say Frozen? Jesus. Spirit Temple we need to do for that. Okay, cool. Jabu Jabu and Great Bay. Great Bay. Careful. Cool. At this Mandela effect where I remember Lake Hylia returning to normal and Zora's domain thawing out post-water temples. Well, that was a cutscene and everything. Now nothing really changes, which doesn't really make sense. You might be confusing Twilight Princess and Ocarina, because I know that there's the big cutscene of Twilight Princess returning, like the ice in Zora's domain, returning to not like thawing and all of that with the volcanic rock and Twilight Princess. That might be it. But no, there's not a cutscene for Lake Hylia thawing, unfortunately. I think the original plan in Ocarina of Time was to have the medallions actually do something. The medallions actually do something, and so like the fire medallion would actually work like Din's fire, but more powerful, and that's how you would melt the ice in Zora's domain, but it never happened. There were plans to originally melt the ice in Zora's domain. Alright. Give us Deku. We are looking for Deku Tree. Deku Tree is Way of the Hero. We want to see Deku Tree or Clock Tower Roof. Right here. We do not want to see anything else. One of those two. No, the cutscene took place over the tree in Lake Hylia that ended up looking at the inscription thing telling you to look at the sun and shoot. Oh, that's just the lake filling up. It doesn't actually do anything in Zora's domain, but it's the lake lifting up. There we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the lake filling up with water post-event. That cutscene does play. There we go. Alright, cool. We are cooking. Unfortunately, it just doesn't impact anything in Zora's domain, which I agree doesn't really make sense. Nothing. All right, we are gonna clear out Deku Tree, and then we might call it there. But don't go anywhere because we're still gonna clear out Deku Tree. This is why we preserved our Deku Shield. It would have been burnt up ages ago. In my Mandela memory, it changes to domain 2. I like that. I wish that was the case. Yeah. It's so weird how the Mandela effect works, right? There we go. Give us Zora mask. Or Deku. Deku would be fun too. Did I actually check to see what the Zora egg song is? Because if that's summertime, that's cursed. Alright, nothing. We'll take the small magic refill though. That's never something to sneeze at. And big chest. Zora mask. Okay, less exciting. But I guess. If that's really our way of the hero item, I'm actually crying. I mean, I'm not. I don't cry, but still. Okay, and then we'll just shoot the other one just for posterity. Posterity? Prosperity. I cannot speak today, you guys. Oh my god. You know what? Screw you, game. Screw you. Stop it. Thank you. Oh my god. That should not have been that hard. Alright. Let's go. Whee. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, cool. We can just ignore this room. Let's grab our Deku sticks out. We are filling out our item screen quite wonderfully though. Outside of songs, we are cooking when it comes to items. Being for real, we're cooking outside of songs. Oh my god, I have the same memory flabby. Not the cutscene, but the Zora's main liquid again. And there's all the Zoras celebrating. I remember it so clearly. I can remember being surprised that the Zora that pops up near the entrance ladder isn't there as an adult in the water. I swear it's been changed, but I love Mandela effect stuff. I know, okay. There are Zoras dancing at the in the end cutscene. Maybe your brain is like, maybe something's like conflated all of it together. I'm just trying to think of what it could be, but also I love all this. Bernstein or Bernstein? Ooh, okay. That's a Mandela effect thing, isn't it? Because I swear to God it was Fruit Loops with 2 O's. But apparently not. Like fruit as in F-R-O-O-T. Twin Rover! Okay, so we're not doing the boss here. We need Mirror Shield for boss. I've never read those books, so I don't know. I always thought it was E-I-N. Is it not? There we go. Is it E-I-N or... I thought it was E-I-N. There is definitely a cornucopia in Fruit and Fully. Absolutely. I think that's not Mandela effect. I'm fairly certain the company's just gaslighting us. I'm fairly certain people are just trying to gaslight us. Cool, nothing. They're absolutely... Yeah, right? People be gaslighting. I hate this room. Alright, let's do it. And it is... Oh, okay, so it is EIN. I was right on that. Yeah, I thought it was EIN for sure. I horribly mistimed that. That's okay. She should be right. Yeah, I've got more than enough time. AIN. Interesting. My Mandela effect was kick up. It is separated by a hyphen, is it not? Is it not? No. It's Kit Kat. Like, just... Oh. That does not look right. That, no. Hyphen. Kit Kat hyphen. I swear to God. It used to have a hyphen, right? Okay. That, I don't like that. Mine is JFK's car. I did an assignment on it in the 4th grade. What is this about? It had 4 people in the car. Now it has 6. It's been changed. There was, hang on, there was 6. It doesn't have 4 or 6. I'm gonna be honest, I am not that well versed in the JFK assassination, if I'm being honest. We were never required to learn American history. But I always thought it 4 people, because it's like, most cars are 5-seaters. Does that not make sense? Have I been duped? Okay, nothing in the pots or grass. Okay. Shoot that guy on fire. What about the grass up here? I see grass of value. Ooh, Garrow Mask. Why is Garrow Mask required? I'm kind of scared by the implication that Garrow Mask is required. I'm not sure if I like that. It now has 6, but when I did my assignment, I did a 3D image of the car and it only had 4 seats. Interesting. I did not know that. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Why is Garrow Mask required? Oh. Okay, Garrow Mask would be required. Okay, no, I know why Garrow Mask is required. Garrow Mask is required to get into Arcana Canyon, because we actually glitched our way into Arcana Canyon, I guess. Unless that's not the way of the hero item. Because there's 2 more grass patches here that I just conveniently freeze past. Giant's wallet? Zora Mask! There she is! We knew she was coming. There's the Zora Mask. Hop off, queen! And we cannot do anything with Twin Rover. But we can at least do this first part, because it's fun. Oops. No, it had 6. There was the driver in the Secret Service, then the Governor General was something or other, and the wife facing backwards. So, I did not know that. Again, I have not really bothered to look into that, because my knowledge of that event comes from the TV show Bones. That's it. If you are able to zoom in, if you're able to get the right angle, and you are able to go into first person mode at the right angle on her face, it actually does have Noburu's face underneath it. I can't get the correct angle, but you can see her nose right there. I think you have to weird shot to get the correct angle, if I recall correctly. But we also can't do anything else here with Twin Rover, so we're just gonna dip out for a sec. Bones, how? There was an episode of Bones, where they are, full disclosure, this is a fake topic, like, this is fictional, fake discussion, all of that. The group in the lab are sequestered by the Secret Service to determine the cause of death on a set of remains. They are not allowed to know the identity of the person. They're not allowed to guess the identity or do any testing of the identity. All they know is that the person, they need to determine the cause of death, and the person may or may not have been, would have been dead for many years. And the group theorized that it was JFK that they were looking into. And that's like the whole episode. And I, gonna be honest, that's all my knowledge of that event in history. Should I look into it more? Absolutely. I should educate myself. Have I? No. Alrighty, on that happy note, we are gonna call it here, however. We have done Decatry as much as we can. They were told not to theorize, but that episode was about theorizing. They were not allowed to theorize on the identity of the person. They were only allowed to draw hypotheses on how he died. That was the episode. It is season 6, The Proof in the Pudding. That's the season. Actually, season 5, The Proof in the Pudding. That's the episode in case you are interested in it. Alrighty, we're gonna end it here. We're gonna find someone to rate, so don't go anywhere. I know this has been a short stream tonight, but as I said, I have an anniversary dinner to celebrate. Alrighty, let's get on to it. Let's go visit, you know what, they were here before. Let's go visit Jelly Babby. Don't forget to say hi. Jelly Babby is doing an Ocarina of Time randomizer race. Please tell Jelly Babby I say hi. I'm going to go celebrate my anniversary dinner, but don't forget to enjoy the content. If you're interested in what they do, don't forget to give them a follow. They are just starting out and could really use the support, and we appreciate spreading that love around. Have a good night, everyone, and I will see you next week. Bye!